Here are important guidelines to keep in mind as you embrace the challenges of online classes. 1. Set up a good working space. It is important that the place is quiet, clear, and free from distractions. 2. Make yourself look good online. Wear clothes the way you do when you go to school for in-person classes. 3. Have a respectful tone. When communicating with your teachers and classmates, observe a certain level of formality. Use respectful greetings and signatures like "Good morning, Mr. Dow," "Hi, Ms. Taylor," "Please," and "Thank you." 4. Be kind and be professional. Make it a point to be respectful in your comments even if you disagree with others. Conduct yourself in an online class with the same respect, politeness, and professionalism that you would exhibit in a real-life classroom. 5. Properly use your webcam and microphone. It's good to show your face to give the impression that you're actively engaged with the lesson. Turn your microphone off when your teacher or others are speaking. This will eliminate background noise that can be distracting. 6. Properly use the chat box. Don't post irrelevant remarks. Instead, use the chat box to clarify misconceptions or share great ideas you have about the topic at hand. Don't yell by typing in all caps. In most situations, typing in all caps is perceived as inappropriate. 7. Always make an effort to use proper punctuation, spelling, and grammar. Observing these ensures clear expression of your thoughts or ideas. 8. Make sure to submit your assignments the proper way. Knowing how to properly submit your work online is key to your success as an online student. 9. Take time to read. When asked to comment on a post, take some time to read through each of the previous discussion post responses before writing your own response. And 10. Think before you type. What you share in an online classroom becomes part of a digital record. I hope that you observe these guidelines to help you in your online learning. May you have a wonderful school year.
Oops. Oh, a happy and blessed day, class. I hope you'll find everything today well. I'm Sir Aaron John F. Cortez, your English teacher. Today, I'll take you to the world of fun and excitement as we go along to our learning journey. So, fasten your seatbelts. In this learning session, all you need to do is to sit and watch as we gradually unfold all the learning tasks which you will surely enjoy while learning at the same time.
Your module for week number 3 has something to do with judging the validity of the evidence listened to. After going through this module, you are expected to: number 1, determine the factual from literary text. Number 2, differentiate persuasive text from discussion text. Number 3, gather information presented in a text. And number 4, judge the validity of the evidence listened to.
waiting for? Get hold on your modules, paper, and ballpen. Together, we will unravel all the learning tasks which you will surely enjoy while learning at the same time. Now, it's time for us to measure or gauge our prior knowledge about the topic using the activity from what I know.
For your pre-assessment, choose the letter of the best answer. Write the letter on a separate sheet of paper. You will be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Okay, time's up. Let us now check your answers. High five for a job well done.
Oxford Language Dictionary defines validity as the quality or being factually sound, the state of being legally or officially binding or acceptable. To judge the validity of the evidence listened to, you need to employ various strategy or skills and understanding of the text. The values that are instilled in you would be helpful in enhancing your thinking ability and emotional stability. You can also use your prior knowledge or schema or significant human experience in order to arrive with the correct judgment.
Let us now look back from your previous lesson using the What's In activity.
In the previous lesson, you have determined the relevance and the truthfulness of the ideas presented in the material viewed. Let us now see if you still remember what you have studied. The following terms are from the previous topic, which is determining the relevance and the truthfulness of the ideas presented in the material viewed. Let us see if there is retention in you. For your activity under What's In, write the letter of the correct answer on a separate sheet of paper. You will be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers from these activities may vary, evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. Good job, class! You are absolutely fantastic! Are you now ready and excited to get motivated with the next learning task? If so, let's get started.
We have learned from the previous topic about determining the relevance and truthfulness of the ideas presented in the material viewed. Now, let us move on to judging the validity of the evidence listened to. Before that, let us understand first the text type. A text refers to the written, spoken, and visual forms of language that people lived with every day. You heard this information from Module 2. From the text you heard, you need to weigh if the evidences given by the writer are valid or not. For your What's New activity, let us do the inquiry. Interview two persons about their own definition of love. Compare their definitions using the Venn diagram. Write the differences under person A and person B and the similarities at the middle. Use a separate piece of paper for your answers. You will be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers from these activities may vary, evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. Good job, class! You are absolutely fantastic!
Smile and learn.
Hello, friends! How are you doing? I'm sure you've heard about the coronavirus. Do you know what it is? Sure you do! Everyone is talking about it! I've looked up information about what we know so far to explain it to you, although there are still many doubts to be solved. COVID-19 is a disease caused by a virus, which belongs to the family of coronavirus. This virus is the one that caused a pandemic in 2020. A pandemic is a new disease that spreads all over the world and affects many people. So far, we have observed that this virus can spread very easily via vectors like objects we have touched, through sneezing or coughing. This can cause many people to get sick during the process of transmission. That's why the disease has spread worldwide. As you know, the important thing now is to look after ourselves and others. That's why many measures have been taken. To avoid the spreading of the virus, it is advisable to follow some hygiene standards. Wash your hands very often or use hydroalcoholic gel. Did you know that this way the material that envelops the virus is broken? If this material is broken, the virus can't infect the cells. Be careful with the objects you touch, and avoid touching your face. Keep a safe distance from others to protect yourself and them. If you use a mask, be careful not to touch it once you've put it on. The mask should cover your mouth and nose. Cough or sneeze into your elbow. Research is very important to be able to solve all our doubts. Moreover, we should thank all those people who are working and helping so that we can get back to normal. Would you like to be a superhero? Follow all prevention measures to protect yourself. If you're not feeling well, let your parents or teachers know. You may have to stay at home to feel better and protect others. If you have doubts or feel nervous, talk to your family or teachers. They can surely help you.
Let us now dig deeper about the topic, using what is it? As a 21st century learners, the changing world and global trends may influence or affect you as a person and as a citizen. Every day of your lives, you will hear information from different sources. This information helps you to become perceptive and widen your perspective about something and anything under the sun. In some cases, you will be forced to make decisions or make a stand about an issue or judge the validity of the evidence you heard from an issue. All those things have an implication in your daily life. It will either make or break you as a person. For you to be ready during these circumstances, let's hone your listening prowess by being familiar with the following terms. For number 1, we have the factual versus literary text. Factual text inform instructor, persuade the reader or listener by giving facts or information. The reader or listener wants to know something about a particular subject, so they should give useful information and focus on facts. Examples of factual text are news reports, interviews, recipes, records of history, and instructions. You often heard news reports over the radio or television, read them in newspaper, or hear what happened from reliable sources. While reading or listening to a news report, you are already activating your knowledge about the information. On the other hand, we have the literary text. Literary texts are pieces of writing that tell a story or entertain. They engage the reader or listener to respond emotionally by using creative language to paint pictures through words or imagery. They include non-dramatic works with or without illustrations, published or unpublished. Examples of literary text are fiction, non-fiction, manuscripts, poetry, dissertations, theses, speeches, pamphlets, brochures, and advertisements. Characteristics of literary text include characters, settings, plot, which include problem and solution, and sequence. These characteristics help the reader understand who is in the story, where and when the story takes place, what happens in the story, and how the events happen. For the second one, we have the persuasive text versus discussion text. Persuasive text or writing offers the opportunity to convince the reader or listener to adopt a particular viewpoint or believe in what the writer is telling. It is designed to prompt the reader or listener to take a certain action. It is very common to ad campaigns wherein they are marketing or selling a certain product and they are convincing you to buy their product. Ads can also be used in several situations as well, like reminders or election campaigns. On the other side, we have the discussion text or content, which is also known as argumentative text or content. This presents an issue surrounding a particular topic, usually one that is debatable and open to arguments. In here, the writer needs to discuss both sides of the issue to make sure that you researched and gathered enough information about the topic. To know if the information presented by the writer is valid or not, you need to extract the supporting or pros and opposing or cons opinions about the issue. Many writers use argumentative content to persuade the readers or listeners to agree to their points of view. The information may influence you to believe certain ideas and push you to take some form of action. Now, it's time for us to explore more about the lesson we discussed, using the What's More activities.
For your independent activity number 1, let us test your skill in identifying text as factual or literary. Study the different pictures below. Tell if the illustration is factual or literary. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. You'll be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers from these activities may vary, evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. It is now time for us to reflect about your learnings using the What I Have Learned activities.
For your What I Have Learned activity, now that you have differentiated persuasive text from discussion text or argumentative content, let us see if you know how to extract the supporting or pros and opposing or cons opinions from the given listening text. Access the link provided below and answer the given questions. You will be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers from these activities may vary, evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. Let us now put everything into actions with what I can do.
For your What I Can Do activity, due to COVID-19, we are advised to stay home, especially children and senior citizens. Answer the questions that follow. You will be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers from these activities may vary, evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. It is now time to evaluate your overall learning about the topic with the use of your final assessment.
For your final assessment, identify the following parts of a persuasive or discussion content. Tell if they are found in the introduction, body, or conclusion. Write your answer in a separate sheet of paper. You'll be given 1 minute to do this task, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers from these activities may vary, evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video.
For your assignment, think of it. Number the following sentences to come up with a short speech on love.
And that's all for today. I hope you'll learn and enjoy about this session. Thank you for your cooperation. Till next time, bye!